Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing Round 3, Div 1, LaSalle at Qatar. Yes, it's here, it's back, and what a track this is. And we're going to have a lot, I feel, of track limits, and also tyre wear is going to be extreme here. But we'll have to wait and see. We've got a really good grid lined up tonight, and I am on my own at the moment. We did have an extra commentator, but then they're having technical issues. I'm having technical issues, but we're live now. We're underway, which is really good. So thank you very much to everyone that's tuned in tonight. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. Hope you enjoy everything. And it's going to be exciting. And we do have an interview as well to do tonight as well. So let's go straight into it. First up, something new that we're going to do every week now. We're going to recap last week. So there you go. Last week's race, Monaco. Round 2 winners. And here they are. So Division 1 was Noel Jouet. Division 2 was Sleepy the Gamer. Division 3 was number 1 Swift. Division 4 was Mudpack. And Division 5 was Fat Eagle. And Division 6 was Bread. And what a week it was at Monaco, which is really, really good to see. And everyone getting into it, which is really good to see as well. And going over to the next graphic was Team of the Week. And this is something we're doing differently and changing things up throughout the whole season, which is going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. And we will be having our first interview of the night with the man that runs this team. Watanabe, good evening. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, SJ? How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Hey, not too bad. Can't complain from last week's result.
Yes, obviously the new system that we're doing this season for Team of the Week. Obviously, McLaren got it in the first week. You got it in the second week. It was very, very difficult. It was quite close there between yourself and Red Bull. How do you feel? How did you feel that your team done? And what's on the week agenda this week at Qatar?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. Team of the week. It's pretty good achievement, I'd say, getting it so early. Going into Monaco, I guess we reflected on Saudi. Just don't DNF, try to finish the race, and we should score some pretty good points. And yeah, I think over the week we only had one DNF. We had some really good results. And I think Div 1 and Div 3 now they're both leading their constructors, so that's I'm quite impressed with how the guys are doing so far. I'm really, really happy with the team. They're doing really well.
Good. No, that's good. It's good to see, and look forward to seeing how you go tonight. Tonight, JF7, Fat Cat. Fat Cat's been on a great form at the moment. Pretty confident for him tonight.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty confident. Fat Cat is got some really, really good pace. I'm keen to see this race, and JDI, he's been tweaking our setups. He's the setup master, so I'm keen to see how they do. I'm sure they're going to do quite well.
And the rest of your team, from 2 to 6, how do you think they're going to go?
I believe we're going to do quite well. We've been doing a bit of practice so far already. The track limits are quite annoying, but I think over practicing enough, that's just the main goal. Keep the track limits to a minimum and just try and score on the top 15.
Awesome. All right, one Tom. Well, I wish you all the best tonight and for the rest of the week. Thank you very much, and congratulations again on round 2 Team of the Week.
So cheers, thank you very much.
Okay, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So that is Team of the Week done and dusted. And we are now going to go to the race itself. Well, to qualifying, I'll say. Here we go. So let's give us a bit of a heads up on who we've got in or on the grid tonight. So we're just waiting for one driver just to jump in, which is Dante. So if you are a Haas or anyone got Dante added, feel free to flick him a quick invite. We got Aiden's Raiden in the Alpine. Hammy is best, a new driver. So welcome to the Rush family. We've got Mazza Spins as well. He is back. Will he spin? We'll have to wait and see. We've then got Danger in the Red Bull. We've got Chandler's, the defending champion. Will he have a good night tonight? Last week it was not the best of nights at all. Then we've got Camel Adams. Will he be able to show what he is capable and what he is made of? We know he is extremely quick. He is in the Visa. We then got Fat Cat in the Aston. We just spoke to his TP, and he's being pretty confident about two of his drivers tonight, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And then got Illyrian in the McLaren, Yusuf in the Williams, reserving very, very late there for Boo, who unfortunately has not showed up, which is a bit of a shame. Then we've got Jono in the Ferrari, Vucek Steg in the McLaren, Kalki in the in the Kick, Death in the Merc, Keithy in the other Kick, Mick Keller in the Red Bull, Cumbo reserving for Ferrari as well instead of Yuki. Then we've got One Truth in the Williams, and then Shifty Whizzer in the Mercedes, and the One Truth in the other Williams as well. So one driver left. I'm going to see if I can get him in very, very quickly to see if he is online. Dante, if you are there, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. No. Let me see if I can find him very, very quickly. I know he'll be on the next page. I do apologise, guys, about this inviting. There he is. I'll send him an invite. Hopefully we can get him in. Right. Well, we've got One Truth. That is around Sector 2 at the moment. So we'll wait and see how he goes. But at the moment, 1.20911 is pole position at the moment. Cumbo with a 21.122. Then we've got Keithius just coming there with third place. Sorry, Jono then coming in there in third place with a 121.208. And then Kalki coming in with a 20.824 to take full pole position at the time. No, it's not short quality. We are back to short quality. That was the vote that these guys decided on, which is good to see. And then we've got Vucek Steg in the McLaren, who has just taken pole as well with a 20.6. We are going to jump on board for a flying lap with the Williams driver of One Truth. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. And let's have a look what is going to happen here. So here we go. Starting up on his flying lap. Down the main straight with the DRS here. All the way. Burning a little bit of the ERS as possible as well. Keeping it over to the left-hand side. And he's got a little bit of traffic coming on the right, so hopefully he keeps out of the way. Going into the first corner there. Doesn't ride the curb as much. Getting a good exit onto the curb on the left. Pushes over to the right. You need as much of the track you can use as possible without getting track limits or invalidating here, which is very easy to do. We've seen it happen so many times, and we'll have to wait and see what happens earlier on. But so far, so good. One Truth now coming up into Sector 2. This is the slow hairpin here very nicely. He's got purple already. He hasn't set a time, so he will have purple in his sector times at the moment. Then going into Sector 2 now very nicely onto the curbs. Very smooth as it stands at the moment. Into Sector 2 now, going into Sector 3 very, very shortly. Burning a little bit of ERS to get a little bit more top speed. Going up to around about 8th gear. No, keeping it to 7th actually. Not hitting the 8th gear yet. Down into 24%. Really trying to use as much of the track as he can. Getting onto the 15. Let's have a look. Does he make it here on heat? Yes, very nicely done. Very smooth. Low on the ERS though. On the final corner. May have needed that ERS there. You see a little bit of a slide there on the last corner. Up the main straight. DRS. Burning the ERS. And it's a 121.596 for the Williams driver. Vodge. Thank you very much. I'm probably going to lose my voice. So I'm going to see if there is an emergency comms around. Let me see what happens there. But at the moment, just myself on my own. But we've had some times there. 120.600. Fat Cat, 120.804. And Kalki, 128. 0.824, so 20 thousandths of a second between Kalki and Fat Cat at the moment. And then we've got Campbell Adams, who is on an outlap at the moment as well. Danger in the pits, and Mazepin, who is all over the place at the moment, invalidating, and will have to go again. He's made a big mistake there, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. 33 of you tuning in tonight. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Hope to see more of you jumping in later on. Wait and see what happens here. But Qatar is one of those tracks where it's, you could say it's a DRS train. You could say it's other things as well. We'll have to wait and see. As Dante does join, so we do have a full grid, which is really good to see. So really good to see indeed. I know you have, mate. I know how you feel, mate. I know how you feel. But let's have a look and see what happens here. Okay. Okay, all good, no drama. That's fine. Done a killer try. I'm just going to double check on is he any. Just want to see if he's had any luck at all. On board, right? We've got an on board there already. Thank you very much. Are you wanting us to jump on board with Mr. Yonko? Jono. Okay, all right. We'll jump on board with Jono, and I will let you have a flying lap with Jono, who is sitting in P6 at the moment. And we have got Campbell Adams and also Mazepin, Danger, and Dante all still to set times. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Okay, well, Johnny moving out the way there. Good to see. And he's going to have his teammate. Alright, Jono going into his sector 1. And let's have a look. He's got traffic in front of him at the moment. This could be... Oh, look at this. Oh, the Visa. What's the Visa doing there? And that... Oh, that will be... I'm just trying to see there. Was that Campbell Adams in the way of Jono? Oh! Ouch! That will be looked at big time already, as Tudor has noted that down. So I'll just jump back on board with Jono. Jono will not be happy about that because it was on a flyer. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But we'll have to wait and see there, as he is in P6 at the moment with a 120.893, and he's going to go again. So, yeah, a little bit of frustration there for the Ferrari driver. Campbell Adams does do P3 with a 20.552, but will be under investigation due to that impede on the Ferrari there. So, yeah. Okay, there we go. Right, let's have a look. Who have we got on board next? There is your R3 Let 1 RBS. Yeah, I know that is impeded. Unfortunately, we've still got time still to set at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look. We've got Mazepin down there in P18 who is setting a lap at the moment. We've got Danger in P19 who still have not set a time, and Dante in P20. What the hell was that? Hang on. What are you doing? Just like that. Put the whole air on the floor. Oh, you silly cat. Oh, that's that. Oh. Issue there in the background. To apologise. There we go. All right. Well, we're on 3 minutes in, and we have got Wojciech Steg with pole position, Fat Cat P2, Kalki in P3, Campbell in P4, and Yusuf in P5 at the moment. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go. We've still got 3 guys still not setting times. Will be looked at if they don't set a time. Dante needing to set that time, Danger needing to set that time, and also Mazepin needing to set that time as well. Right, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Yeah, I do apologise about that. There's been a bit of an issue in the background. But we are back and now. But, yeah. Here we go. Right, let's have a look. So, Dante on an outlap at the moment. And Wojciech Steg going out with a long list of cars with, looks like Fat Cat as well. So everyone really going for it on the last couple of minutes to try and get that, track warmed right up so they can pull that better time out, because they're definitely going to need it now. And at the moment, it's really exciting to see. They've got 5 different cars at the front there. Wojciech Steg in P1 and all the way down to Yusuf, all completely different teams. So really good to see there. But it's McLaren out on top at the moment with that 120.4. And all 7 cars in at the top there with a 120. And then P8 down, all the way down to P15 in the 21s. And then we've got P16 and P17 in the 22s at the moment. Still got the 3 guys still needing to set the times there. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, well there we go. We'll have to wait and see what happens. We've got Wojciech Steg going quite slow there. Fat Cat going quite slow as well. So everyone trying to use as much as we can as Wojciech Steg does invalidate coming out of it. Will he be able to set a time? We'll have to wait and see what happens there. And we've got someone that's jumped into the comms, which is good to see. Good evening.
Want a hand?
Yeah, I'd love one. I would love one, mate. I'll try and get you an invite and bring you in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you online?
Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
in the main menu.
Awesome. I'm just going to send a quick invite out very, very quickly to... There we go. Awesome. Good to see someone give me a hand. Thank you very
Easy.
much. You obviously read my comment.
I was coming. I was just getting my glasses. I was coming.
You obviously read my comment. All good. No dramas tonight. We've had issues with the cats in the
Had to
background.
restart the game, so
No,
yeah, I was
all
coming.
good. No drama. We've had issues with the cats in the background tonight. Mazepin disqualified for a dangerous location. Oh, what's happened there? We've got the kick. Kalki's lost it and he's gone off track. A little bit of drama here at the end. Campbell Adams does take pole position there. We've got Mazepin disqualified and, well, a lot of drama happening there at the end of that qualifying. Wojciech Steg, can he try and take Campbell Adams off pole position? Yes, he can. 120.135. Fantastic lap there. And Fat Cat takes him off pole position. And Fat Cat takes pole. Well, there you go. Look at that. Wojciech Steg took it. Campbell then took it. Wojciech Steg took it back off him. And Fat Cat then nicked it off him again. Great to see. There we've got drama happening here in... Oh, we've got people retiring. We've got all sorts going on here. What is going on? We'll have to wait and see. But there we go. We've got Danger still not setting a time. Danger will be investigated after this race as well, due to not setting a time. So we'll obviously have to see what's happened there. But yeah, a lot of drama there, and hopefully Sleepy is in the comments box. But a little bit of drama there in qualifying in Qatar.
Yeah, I only watched a little bit because I was trying to get into the comments box and get into the game. But seeing 8 different constructors in the top 8 is quite nice. And then yeah, Fat Cat having pole by 2.5 tenths.
Yeah, no, that was a very impressive lap there. But there you go. They are your top 3. So Fat Cat, Wojciech Steg, Yusuf taking your top 3 there. Yusuf actually taking over the Campbell. And then you've then got Campbell, Clicky, Jono, Melkiller, Challenges, Combo, Keith, Dante, JF7, Aiden, Def, One True, Shifty, Hammy is best, Illyrian, Danger, Mazespins, who was DSQ'd from qualifying. 41 of you in. We are underway. And yes, we are back and we are going to have a race on our hands. Hopefully Sleepy is in the game and is ready to go.
Yeah, we're in.
You're in, so you get to see everything. And thank you very much for jumping in, Sleepy. Really do appreciate it. And yeah.
No, that's fine.
Got a few people that aren't very happy there, so we'll have to wait and see what happens going into the main race.
Yeah, hopefully it is very exciting.
Yes, and it should be a very good one. I'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay, right, here we go. So we are going to get underway very, very shortly, which is good to see. I've had quali, so now we are going into the race very, very soon. And yeah, this is going to be exciting. Okay, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuned in with us, we've got 5 red lights and we are away at Qatar for round 3. And here we go. Let's have a look who is on the right tyres and who is on what tyres. We're going into turn 1. Fat Cat and Wojciech Steg get very, very close there. Fat Cat taking the lead. Wojciech Steg into P2. Campbell Adams into P3. There's drama at that back. Absolute drama. We've got scenes. We've got someone's... Look at all the debris flying off on the track. Williams has lost it round there at the back there. It's all happened at the back. What has happened there? McKiller's gone round. Or Aiden's Raven has had a bit of an incident there. We've got Shifty Wizard that's no front wing. All dramas there on lap 1. And it looks like a VSC going into that turn number 1 there. A little bit of drama there in Division 1 already. Sleepy.
Yeah, we see both Red Bulls getting caught up in it, and you know, Killer has lost 13 positions on in the first sector, and let alone just the first corner. So at the moment, it's not looking good for Red Bull, but Fat Cat still holding on for P1, which is good, especially around this track with these high corners and the dirty air.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here as Danger has left the session. We'll have to try and get him back in if someone can get him an invite if they've got him. Def getting a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. It's all going off here in Division 1 tonight. We don't know what's happening here. Brave check JF7 there. We've got loads of things going on. Back out to the front though. Fat Cat leading the way, 7.5 tenths. Votchek Steg in that P2. Then we've got Campbell, then Kalki, then Jono, then Yusuf, then Chandlers, then Cumbo. As we've got a nice little battle going on here between Chandlers and Yusuf going side by side as Chandlers. I don't know who is actually attacking who. It's Yusuf that's got the move done, and Chandler stays in behind. Chandlers goes for the move. Hey, Jake makes a bit of a different penalty there, and Dante's retired from the session, and we're on lap 2. Scenes here for Haas, and scenes here for the other guys that have fallen all the way down. Look how many cars are into the pits as well, which is really unfortunate. And there you go. Great move there by Chandlers. Actually made the dummy move there on Yusuf. And we've then got Cumbo in that P8 position, Def in P9, Keefe in P10, then Illyrian in P11, Hamia's Best in P12, Danger in P13, and then we've got JF7 14th, Mazzy Spin 15th, One Truth in 16th, Shifty in 17th, McKiller in 18th, Aiden is Raiden in 19th, and Dante just retiring as we call it and quit, which is something that we don't really want to see. But yeah, shame. Very, very shame there to see that already. But Fat Cat and Votchek, Steg and Campbell are controlling the pace at the moment. Tyre situation, Sleepy, what we're looking at?
Yeah, we have at the moment, Fat Cat leading on the mediums. The two right behind him are on the hard, so let's see how that plays out. And then we also have Kelky, Jono, Chandler's, Jono's teammate as well. We have Def, Keith also on the mediums. Danger is also on the mediums. Didn't box, but was also caught up in that. And yeah, Mazespin is on the fresh mediums with all the others on the hards.
Yeah, we've also got Def and Keefe going at it as well, as we've got the first penalty of the night with 10 seconds. Big penalty to have, only on lap 3 out of 29 at the moment. But so there's going to be some mixed strategies there because Fat Cat going onto those mediums and also having Votchek and Campbell on the hards. They will obviously go the distance as Mazespin gets a 3-second there as well. He joins the penalty crew. Along with Def at the moment. We've got battles going on here as Chandlers is getting very, very close to the rest of the pack. We've got Jono in that P5 position, and we're just going to jump on board with Chandlers there. Ooh, as Jono does make a little bit of a glitch to go forward there, so I know what's going on there, but Chandler stays in behind. He's got good ERS at the moment, and a nice little gap behind him as well with Yusuf. We'll have to wait and see. And the question is, Sleepy, it's a DRS train, isn't it, sometimes with Qatar, but it's going to be interesting to see how these guys are going to make overtakes.
Yeah, it's, at the moment there's, cars from P1 all the way down to P8 in the DRS train, and then you have the mediums and the hard runners in that mix at the same time. So, yes, you're on a train with the better tyres, but sitting behind, a medium runner, which, the tyres are going to die so much quicker, it's not going to help your tyres go any better at the same time. So yeah, just having that big train, who's going to be the one that makes a move, but is it going to be a move that ruins your race, or is it going to be a move that helps you push forward?
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. We're going a little bit further up to the top, and Campbell really putting the pressure on Votchek Steggers. Votchek Steggers looks like he's locked up there in turn 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Kalki on the back of Campbell in the DRS as well. Same with Jono, same with Chandler's. Got a bit of a gap there between Cumbo and Chandler's as well. Cumbo in free air at the moment. Keefe 2.4 seconds behind him. He's got Def right behind him for comfort. Then we've got Illyrian 3.9 seconds behind. 2.4 seconds behind him is Hamia's Best. Yusuf is 19.6 seconds behind, and it looks like he has made a pit stop. And we'll have to wait and see what happens later on if we are going to see any more drama, as we did see on lap 1 at the moment, as a lot of these guys having drama at the back, which has really hurt them at the moment. You've got Aiden is Raiden in that P19 position on 2 lap hards. The Killer on 18 in 18th on 2 laps as well. So they have really been hurt by the incidents that happened in turn 1. But Votchek Steg getting closer to Fat Cat. hards versus mediums. Who's going to make the move first? We've got Fat Cat really managing the ERS quite well on those mediums, but this is not going to help Wojciech Steg or Campbell driving in this dirty air at the moment. Very, very close. They want to try and get a bit of a breathing space so they don't destroy the tyres early on in this race. There we go. Hammy is best.
As we see Hammy now getting a 3-second time penalty.
There we go. We got more drama.
You know, but how I see it is that, you know, from P12 down, they've all had the box early in this race, besides Danger, who still has not boxed, but he's in that bottom pack, and, you know, they're 26 seconds away from the next guy. But if they do make up time, the question is, what are they going to do with strategy? Because the medium runners, they're not going to get to the end, but the hards is going to be a big question mark, as you see Aiden now boxing onto the softs in P19, not looking good for Alpine at this stage with P19, but Chandler's is P6, hunting down Jono at the moment. But yeah, still McLaren and VCarb are not able to get the move on Fat Cat for P1. I don't know if they're trying to buy their time and save the tyres, or they just cannot get near him coming out the final corner.
Yeah, this has really hurt Aiden's race. He's actually P19 and he's right behind the rest of the train of P1 all the way down to P7. So keep an eye on that. But we've got Def and Keithy having a nice little go at it at the moment. Def is really... we'll have to wait and see, as we've got Def now getting another 3-second time penalty as well. I don't know if Yusuf is in the lobby. I'm not sure. I've got no idea. Yeah, he is AI. So let's do some invites quickly. Let's see what we've got going on. I haven't been told by anyone or anything what's going on. So let's have a look. Nope, he's not there. And I've not got Danger either. So, yeah, no one is in there, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. So I don't know what's going on there, as Yusuf loses out there to Mazaspins, and Mazaspins up in the P13. Yusuf dropping like a stone. He's now actually going to be overtaken by his teammate and another one as well. So yeah, that's 2. So if anyone does have Yusuf, please send him an invite.
Here we go on to turn 1. Steg's on the inside of a Fat Cat, still side by side, and Steg is still side by side coming out of turn 2. Oh, bit of a touch. Oh, and they've both spun.
Oh, drama there. What's happened there?
Kalki takes the lead. Kalki takes the lead. Right place, right time for the kicks salva driver. But yeah, both Aston and McLaren have made contact.
Oh, it's going on the outside. Chandler's and Fat Cat are going at it. There we go. Chandler's around the outside of Fat Cat. Fat Cat holding his line. Chandler's trying to cut back at him on the left-hand side. Doesn't get the move done, and Fat Cat holds it. A little bit of drama there for the McLaren as Chandler's comes back at him around the outside and gets the move done. We'll have to wait and see what happens. There we go, as Fat Cat takes the lead again. Chandler's holding in that P5 position. Jono into P3, Campbell into P2, Kalki into P1. It's all going off here at the moment. I'm going to let you continue as I can just try and find out what's going on with some of the drivers.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Kalki, yeah, just being at the right place, right time, coming out of turn 3. And then just, yeah, but can he hold on to Campbell? Aiden gets a 10-second penalty now. I think he's back in the pit lane. He's also been lapped, but Campbell now takes the lead of the race, being on the superior tyres of the hards. But yeah, McLaren and the Aston just making contact and losing out. Campbell already getting a second gap to Kalki, so hard tyres are more in the window now, being the good tyre. Kalki's going to come under, attacked by Jono. On the DRS straight going into turn 1 if Jono can get close enough.
Try and find out what's going on with Yusuf. I can't seem to.
Yeah, with it to the fastest lap. But here comes Jono. Coming down the main straight. Going for the inside on Kalki. Makes the move. No fight at all.
No, he's not there.
From on board with he has no damage. Both end plates are still there. Kalki nearly already dropping out from Jono. Nearly just playing with the 1/10 to stay in DRS.
Okay. McKenna is out. McKenna is
in the pit
retired
lane.
in the pit lane. Okay, we've lost. Well, that's both Red Bulls. No points for them. So we obviously seen how well they were doing in the overalls, and not the best of starts to the week there from them at all, as both of their cars both retired and out of this. Well, actually, the other one will be retiring as well because Danger's wheel has broke, so he is out of this race as well. And Yusuf is AI, and there's no one even in the car, so I don't know what is going on there. I'm confused.
Def makes the move going into turn 1 on Keith. Wasn't that much of a battle, but Fat Cat's getting past Kalki. Going through turn 2, now up to turn 3. Kalki's coming straight back at him. They've made a bit of contact. More contact. Kalki stays ahead.
Just look at some pens. Def is on 13, Lirian's on 3, Hamia's Best is on 3, Nazspin's on 3. We've got a nice little battle going on here at the moment. Campbell leading the way, 3.2 seconds in front. Jono on 3.3 behind. Then we've got Kalki, then Fat Cat and Steg, and then Chandler's, and then Cumbo. And they're putting on a great, nice little battle going on here. As you can see, Chandler's up in the P6. Vocek Steg dropping down, having that incident early on, which I'm sure will be looked at by the onboard stewards there. But we are going to start to see some pit stops, I would say, very soon. 10 laps, 19 laps to go in this race. And it's been quite drama, hasn't it, at Qatar tonight?
Yeah, it's been a lot of drama. Not even just lap 1, but we've also seen, you know, the incident between the Aston McLaren, as we see pit stops of Chandler's and Keith coming in, getting off them medium tyres, but there's still, you know, 19 laps still left to go, so there's a lot of action still to come between all of these, I would say 15 drivers. Anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, there we go. Seeing a few pit stops coming in now. Chandler's and Keithy coming in. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. They're going on to the hards. So we've got Def all the way up to Campbell, all on those 10 laps. We've got obviously Def and Cumbo on 10 lap mediums, Steg on those 10 lap hards, and also Campbell Adams out in front on those 10 lap hards as well. Let's have a look what happens here, as we've got a nice little battle between Kalki and Fat Cat and Vocek Steg going at it as well. We've got P5, P4 and P3 going at it as we're seeing them come into the pits. There we go. So the front three are going to come in. Obviously, Vocek still continues because he is on the hard compound tyres, same as Campbell Adams. We see Cambo going again as Jono has made that pit stop. So obviously, Cambo's going to go again and let his teammate try and get the jump. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, 12 laps in and a lot of drama that has happened in this race as we've now got. Looks, there's a Williams there, and that's, I think that's Yusuf, isn't it? Yeah, it is Yusuf. He's being lapped, unfortunately. I think he's being lapped. Yes, he is being lapped by Ferrari of Cambo. So yeah, at the moment, a lot of drama at Qatar. I'm trying to put my trying to put a take on it. What's actually happened here? We've got Benz, we've got drama at the front, we've got AI, we've got all sorts.
Yeah, as we saw coming out the pit lane, Chandler's has done the undercut on Fat Cat and Kalki, and he's right behind Jono now. Currently for net P2. Jono's just coming up to the back of the Haas now, so not ideal on the fresher tyres, but he should get DRS for the main straight if he stays back. But how long do these hard runners stay out for? As Combo and Def have boxed to get rid of them medium tyres.
Yeah, Def is really pushing on. He's getting off those mediums, serving that penalty as well, which is a little bit going to hurt him a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see as we've got the two Ferraris in P5 and P6. Jono, nice, having a little battle there. We've got Hammer's best going at it as well on those 12 lap hards. So they're really going to be hurting. He's obviously going for a completely different strategy. So we'll have to wait and see there. We've then got Kalki in that kick Sauber at the moment. Campbell Adams still continuing to go. 5 seconds out in front at the moment, leading his own race as it is. But we'll have to wait and see. We've got Vocek taking that P2 and Illyrian in P3 as well, who may have just had a little bit of an incident there. I don't know if he's lost it on the barrier or lost it on the curb as Chalmers gets a 3-second time penalty down there in P5. And he is putting on a nice little battle there with Jono and Kalki and Fat Cat, who are all on those fresh hearts. As Hammer's best gets another pen, and he's now on 6 seconds of pens, but he's on very old tyres, same as Illyrian, Vocek and Campbell. So these guys are obviously going to go for the quicker tyre near the end of this race. Lap 14, Campbell Adams, Vocek Steg leading the way, and we've got Jono. We've got drama here at the back, which looks like that could be Cambo that's made a little bit of a mistake, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Just jumping on board at the moment. He'll be, well, no, he's actually just gone on fresh tyres there. So Illyrian coming into the pits, 13 laps. Are we going to start to see Vocek or Campbell start to make a change as well? Lap 14 at the moment, Campbell leading the way.
As Mazepin gets another 3 second now, but yeah, for Chandler's it's not ideal as he's battling for a podium spot, and whereabouts on the podium would he have finished without the penalty? We would not know, but yeah, at this rate, the 3 seconds is not going to help him with this big ass DRS train. But hopefully he can, if he gets past, see if he can get a gap on the Ferrari. But Jono just keeping ahead, keeping a gap on the main straight so he doesn't get overtaken. But yeah, how's the pace of these top two, and how long can they stay out and not lose so much time? As Mazepin's now in the pit lane, the box, and retired.
There we go, we've got another one gone. So that's Visa out, and they've called it. So yeah, at the moment we've got Shifty down there in P14, Yusuf in P15, which is AI. I do not know why AI. I've got no idea. Can't put my take on it. Campbell keep going at the moment on those hards, 14 laps. Wojciech Steg on 14 laps. Jono in P3 at the moment, 21 seconds behind both of these two. He is pushing as much as he can, but these guys will be on quicker tyres unless anything happens in the closing stages of this race. As we've seen, a lot of drama, and there you go. There is the Visa Cash App coming out the pits, and luckily it doesn't take anyone out as Illyrian gets past it as well. And there you go, off to the side to retire, back out to the front. We've got a nice little battle going on here between Chandlers and Jono, and Kalki's not far behind that as well, just waiting in the wings for a mistake to happen. We've also then got Fat Cat behind that as well, but Fat Cat's lost a little bit of Keithy's lost a little bit of pace there. He's 4 seconds off the back of Fat Cat. So if anything happens with them, but it's a good position for Kick to be in. P7 and P5, a great race for Kick so far.
Yeah, especially after what happened in Monaco. Not getting the points where before everything went downhill, they were looking good, but at the moment they're both top 6 places possibly at this rate. Hopefully Keith can pick up the pace as the McLaren gets a 3 second now with the fresh mediums getting past the Aston Martin, who's now boxed. But yeah, question is that how long do these two stay out, and can they extend the stint to make sure the mediums last all the way until the end, as mediums don't survive that long. But Campbell's still pulling a gap to Steg behind. So he's just hopefully just controlling his pace and no penalties, because seeing penalties make or break a result is not ideal. As Steg now gets a 3 second. Not Steg, Yusuf, so he must be driving. Yep.
It must be, yeah. Because they only don't get 3 seconds.
Yeah, he's driving.
He's driving now. Okay. Well, let's see what happens if he's going to make any overtakes at the moment.
Oh.
There we go. So he's in P15 and he's putting a...
He's all over the back of Steg.
Yeah. Interesting. All of a sudden now takes AI. Okay. All right. Oh, there we go. We've got Carol Adams still leading the way with 6.8 seconds out in front. Wojciech Steg in that P2. And then we've also got Yusuf behind there, who is battling a car where he is lapped. So you would want to just stay behind it because you can't really do anything because you're lapped. So interesting. Okay, well, the battle between Jono and Chalmers is still continuing, and Kalki is getting involved in that. Fat Cat is there as well. Keefe 5.1 seconds now. He's lost another second. We are coming close to 10 laps left of this race, which has gone very, very quick as One Truth comes into the pits. Another pit stop. There doesn't seem to me there's either damage or those tyres are just not lasting. And is that Campbell Adams coming down the main straight? It is. It has not been a good night for One Truth or Yusuf at all. But there we go. Wojciech into the pits, lap 17. Going into lap 18. And he's now on to a set of mediums. 7 laps. 7 seconds Campbell was in front. Will be even more now, but we'll have to wait and see. Surely front guy's tyres going to be dead soon. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like they've made the pit stop as Wojciech Steg does come into the pits, drops himself down into P6 in clean air, but it doesn't look like it because here comes Keithy and here comes Cumbo right behind us. Keithy does get the job done. Does he go around the outside? Does he get Steg? It doesn't look like he's going to get him. No, he doesn't. He has a mistake there, and Steg kicks out in front. And Jono is in the box for the win here. 25 seconds behind Campbell Adams. Campbell Adams is probably a pit stop in front now. But the question is, it's going to be difficult because Campbell is going to be putting those mediums on or even softs, depending on what he wants to do. And he will be in control of this race as it stands. But Jono is still putting the pressure on, and Chandler's putting the pressure on him. He does have that penalty. and looks like we'll fall down the pecking order here. We'll probably fall down to about P5 as the leader is in the pits. Campbell Adams is in the pits. Jono is not even into Sector 3 yet. Now he comes into Sector 3. Campbell is now coming into the pits, down the main straight. One car goes, and here comes Jono. He's coming round the final corner. I don't think he's even going to make it. Let's have a look. Campbell now going out the pits. Jono now coming down the main straight, and I think Campbell is going to take the lead still of this race. As you can see, look at the cars coming down the main straight. Is Jono going to be able to get Campbell? It's going to be extremely close. Jono goes to the side. Campbell keeps his line. Can Jono get the position? No, he can't. Campbell keeps the lead there. Very close there, Sleepy, between them two.
Yeah, 100%. It was legit nick and very, very close coming up the pit lane. 1 lap later, and he would have been behind all 3 of them cars. So the strategy is working off for Campbell in P1. Just having that clean air on them hards and just able to go longer. The issue is that Chandler's and Kelky has been stuck behind Jono since they've came out the pit lane. So Jono possibly will have better tyres, but yeah, Campbell just going to be going off in the sunset now on them brand new mediums, while other cars behind them are on very, very old, well, 7 lap older tyres. But yeah, he's on brand new mediums, so he will just be off. He can just sit there and cruise. But yeah, just waiting to see what happens between P2 and P5 at the moment. They're all in a DRS train, but who can make a move and will it stick? As yeah, we saw earlier on in the race with Steg and Fat Cat making contact.
Yeah, Steg actually going longer distance though has actually pushed himself out of the running of the podium at the moment. He's looking at probably P5. We'll have to wait and see, but he has done the fastest lap, 2.2 seconds behind 2 lap mediums against 8 laps. 8 laps, 9, 8 and 1 lap mediums. Looks like Campbell Adams will take the win. We've got 9 laps to go. We are going to have driver of the day on lap 25, so get ready for that. Let's have a look at some position changes. Ooh, as Yusuf gets another 3-second time penalty. And yeah, Shun's trying to put the pressure on there. He's actually battling the leader. No, he's going to let him through. Good to see. Good to see there. So he battles the leader, and hopefully we'll have to wait and see what happens there, as Yusuf now has Jono and Chandler's and Kalki for comfort, as we'll jump on board with Jono, because he's not that far behind. But the question is, Campbell is on those fresher tyres. There's Fat Cat gets a penalty in P5, and that definitely gives Project Steg the opportunity now of P5, and also an opportunity of getting some more pens as some more positions as well, as Yusuf gets another penalty. That's now 6. I think that's now what, 12 seconds, 9 seconds of pens. And he's trying to stay with Campbell Adams, but he is on very old tyres at the moment, 16 lap mediums. Won't be able to go to the end on them. They'll probably burst, but we'll have to wait and see. But Jono now putting the pressure on, but he's got so much pressure on behind. If he gets a penalty, that will make this even more interesting, because we've got Kalki in that P4, we've got Fat Cat in that P5, and Wojciech Steg is getting very, very close to the back of these guys, who will then start to push on as well, and he is on 3 lap mediums. So could we have a little bit of a last hurrah as Yusuf gets another penalty there? That's now on to 3, that's now to 12 seconds of pens. Keefe is coming into the pits. He'll probably be going for the fastest lap. We've got 8 laps remaining, and we've got 1 car in front, which is a lap car. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to go for the time being. But Campbell Adams doing a great job here. Can Jono get close to him, or is it going to be done and dusted? Because he is on older tyres, and I think Campbell is going to run away with it now on those fresh mediums. Sleepy.
Yeah, Jono's doing, a brilliant job holding off the pack, as leading the train. But I'm just seeing the same thing as what happened with the Aston leading the race. He's just so able to keep that gap big enough that they're not able to get near him on the main straight, as the Williams has now boxed. But Jono still just holding off the drivers behind. Yusuf has retired. But yeah, can Chandler's or Kalki get anywhere close to him coming out the final corner to make that move, or get close enough to upset Jono's rhythm
Yeah, definitely. And we've got Campbell Adams in that pole position at the moment. Jono in P2, Chalmers in P3, Kelky in P4, and Wojciech Steg in P5. We've got a nice little battle going on here between Wojciech, Kelky, and Chandler's. And also Jono, because Jono is at the front of this as well. So Wojciech Steg could still take this away from the Ferraris of Jono with the closing stages as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But Jono's got extreme pressure on underneath him. You've got Illyrian coming into the pits as well. A lot of these guys coming into the pits quite late. So we'll have to wait and see if there's damage or they're going for the fastest lap. We'll have to wait and see. But, I don't think Campbell's cooked anything. He's just on fresher tyres. And, a little bit of drama at the back there, I think, as well, which will probably be looked at by the stewards. I don't know why a driver has gone AI for the whole race and then decided to turn AI off and then drive. A bit confusing in my eyes. Pointless. Might as well not even turn up. It's just hurt the team there, unfortunately. So, and really unfortunate for Williams. Yet again, not having the luck at all. But that will obviously be looked at, I reckon, by the stewarding team. Find out what's going on there. And we've got Jono in that P2 at the moment, though. He's under extreme pressure. All he needs now is he gets a 3 second. He puts himself under even more pressure. Chalmers can't seem to get the job done on him at the moment. He needs that. He needs to get the job done. Yeah, well said, keeper. As we've got Cambo, who has just got a 3 second time penalty. Steg has had an incident, I think, there, because he's just lost it. He's lost the front left plate, and he's now dropped down into P5. So I've got no idea what's happened there, but it looks now Fat Cat is now up into P4. He's putting the pressure on Chandler's. He's got an opportunity to catch Chandler's, but he's 1.4 seconds behind. Chandler's is trying to keep up with Jono. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. It just seems like to me that if Wojciech Steg can try and stay with them, but I don't know what's happened there. Has he lost the front left plate?
He's made contact with Kelky because Kelky was ahead of him, or Kelky was, in P4. Well. So something has helped him because, Kelky's lost 2 positions for all that.
Oh.
And now Steg's got a 3 second time penalty as well. So I would love to see what happened, as I was looking at other battles. Seeing Kelky drop 2 positions, would love to know how he dropped them, because seeing McLaren lose his front left end plate, and Kelky's dropped 2 positions from whatever happened is not ideal. He was looking very good, especially
another one. That's it. 6 seconds. Jono is free home now. He basically just doesn't need to make a mistake. And Kelky needs to be able to try and get closer, as Wojciech Steg, Fat Cat, and Chandler's all have penalties in the closing stages of this race. Question is, driver of the day, who do we give it to? Alpha.
Who would your pick be? Who would your pick be for driver of the day?
Fat Cat, another pen.
Damn, they're all coming in. They're all coming in at the final few laps. Are they all losing concentration or something? Because they're all coming in.
Yeah, I'd probably say Campbell. Campbell's been pretty dominant. So that'll go. That's who my vote will go to. What about yours?
My vote would go to Jono. He's been calm, he's been collective, he's been there at the right time, and yes, he doesn't have the pace of Campbell at this point in time, but he's been holding on since the pit stop and fighting for this P2, and he's not had a mistake since he's boxed, and he's still no penalties, no incidents, he's still P2. So my vote is for Jono.
Okay, all good. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is driver of the day is out, so feel free to get amongst it and get your votes in. We're on lap 25 out of 29, and Campbell Adams leading the way 10 seconds out in front. This is pure dominance that he's had tonight. And Jono in that P2, he just needs to hold on. But it's got 3 guys behind him with all penalties. It's a lot of drama that's happened in Qatar. We saw earlier on in the on lap 1. We saw obviously the incident as well in qualifying, which should obviously be looked at. We've got a yellow, or in sector 1. Someone seems to have lost it there. Hamry is the best. He is in P12. And he's done a great job tonight, even though he's a new driver, jumped into it in P12, getting points for Haas. Good job to him, even though he's got another penalty, which is now 15 seconds of pins. He may even get out the points if he's not careful. Actually, no, he won't, because everyone will score points apart from Danger. So, yeah, everyone will score points. Shifty Wizard will get the last 2 points, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's been an interesting night, hasn't it, for Qatar? 3 laps to go.
Yeah, it's been bit more interesting than what I would have thought. At the moment, the driver of the day vote is tied on 6 as well. But yeah, Jono just doing what Ferrari needs for their overalls for Div 1. That's what they need at the moment, is just them high points, and his team at P7 is not doing that bad neither, so yeah, Ferrari's just up there. I'm saying they don't have the pace of the V carb in P1, but still holding on for P2 would be very tough, and you don't want to slip, make a mistake, or lose concentration in one corner, because it could ruin the whole race.
Yeah, definitely, and things can still happen as we've still got battles going on. I know it's different for points, but Chalmers and Fat Cat, they've still got something on the line here, as both of them have got 6 seconds of penalties. Wojciech Steger's got that 3-second time penalty as well. Kalki is just out of that 3 seconds at the moment. He needs to be able to pull that in. If he pulls it in, he will get the P5, or he may even get more than that at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. He's 3 seconds behind Wojciech Steg. Fat Cat and Chalmers have 6 seconds. And at the moment, he has got a massive opportunity of trying to even get into the points. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But yeah, those 2 6 seconds of pens of Chalmers and Fat Cat could change this race up a little bit more with 2 laps remaining. Jono 11 seconds behind Cameron Adams. Cameron Adams is now coming up to lap cars, which is going to be danger in front of him. So hopefully he doesn't get in the way. Illyrian gets a penalty now. That's 12 seconds for Illyrian. He's going to fall down the pecking order quite a lot as well. He'll be looking at P13. Or maybe even P12. So a lot of penalties that we did say that we were going to see, and were announced earlier on today that track limits was going to be the key here, and it definitely has been.
Yeah, 100%. It is all about keeping in them white lines, and following a car through laps and laps. You could get frustrated and lose concentration, but as long as you stay within the white lines, you could end up with a massive result here. Kalki still could get a top 4 here. Not being in that DRS train is not helping, but there is still a big question mark over the Aston and McLaren, especially after the incident in the first part of the race when they both collided. But Jono still, with 2 laps to go, still holding that lead and just doing what he needs to do to secure that P2 here. But for P3, could be anyone's guess at this rate.
Yeah, definitely, as Fat Cat in that P4 position needs to try and get the move done on Chandler's. It's Aston versus Alpine at the moment. Jono will take that P2, Campbell Adams will take that P1, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. We've got Wojciech Steg with 3 seconds. Kalki is out of that though. It's 4.1. Oh, Fat Cat makes a big mistake there and gets it all wrong coming out of the corner in sector 2 at the moment, but he's now lost a little bit of time. It's now 9.5 tenths with 2 laps to go. Chandler's still putting the pressure on Jono, and he's put the pressure on him for so long, but Jono has done fantastic. He's kept with the pressure. He's not made any mistakes. It's close on the votes at the moment, so get your votes in at the moment. We've got blue flags, and it's the AI car nearly taking out Jono, and it's taking out Chandler's. Chandler's has lost the front right plate. We've got drama going on here, and Fat Cat now goes up in a P3. AI is issues with the AI of the Red Bull of Danger. It has not moved out of the way, and it's collected Chandler's. We've got scenes here on the last lap of Qatar, and that is unfortunate for Chandler's. He'll be fuming with that. Fat Cat now up in a P3. Can Chandler's try and pull that back? Chandler's has to be even more careful now because Wojciech Steg, I think, is going to get the position on him as well. So more points drop as it looks like Chandler's is dropping like a stone. And now Wojciech Steg is right behind him.
Yeah, sucks seeing an AI get in the way. But yeah, the issue is that Chandler's not just lost a end plate, he's also lost half of his front right of the wing. You know, the sponsoring of the BWT is not there, and they've made contact going into the hairpin. They're getting a 3 second as well, but them battling side by side, you know, could bring Kelky into this as Chandler's get another 3 second from their contact. But yeah, the AI has just changed the whole mix from P2 all the way down to P6 at this rate. And yeah, Chandler's just not able to keep the car on the track. But yeah, losing some of your more than your your plate is not ideal, especially at a track where you need a lot of downforce. But yeah, Campbell wins.
Campbell does win. Who is going to take the number P3? John will take P2. We'll jump on board with some interviews. As there we go, Campbell Adams, Fat Cat will take P3. As Wojciech Steg gets a second. Ooh, a little bit of drama going on there for the Alpine driver of Chandler's. Oh, Wojciech Steg has crashed across the line and left the session. So Wojciech Steg will be classified as a DNF for McLaren. I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Going on in this race.
That moves everyone up. Kelky, P4. Could get a P3 here after that incident with the Aston and the McLaren. Hammy is driving with a puncture on this final lap as well here.
Okay, well there we go. I don't know what.
Illyrian P9. Thunder goes up to P9 after the penalties. One Truth up to P10. And then your Hammy come around for P12.
Oh, there we go. A lot of drama in that race. We've got a tied vote for Campbell and Jono at the moment. Yeah, don't know what has happened there. The onboard stewards will take that all in. That race is over and done with, and yeah, a lot of drama, and I'm sure that will be looked at by a lot of the stewards. Anyway, we've going to have the interviews jumping in. So we've got the three guys to jump in: Campbell Adams, Jono, and Fat Cat. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Let's have a look. Here we go. So we've got race winner of the race itself. There we go. Campbell Adams, fastest lap, Wojciech Steg. Driver of the day, Lyrian. Most overtakes was Harry the best, and cleanest driver was JF7. Here we go. Here are your final results. Campbell Adams taking out pole position and the win, and Jono, taking the win. Jono taking P2. Fat Cat getting that P3 in the end. Definitely needed those points. And then there we go. Fastest lap goes to Wojciech Steg, but I think we'll lose that due to the DNF at the end there. So that will be looked at by the stewards as well. And we'll go a little bit further back down. And there we go. We've got Dante, Ainsworth, McKinnon, Mazepin, Yusuf, and Danger all out of this race. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But a lot of drama. And we're waiting for some of these guys to jump in to the chat before we go in some interviews. But Sleepy, I know you joined late. Summary of tonight's race.
Oh well, yeah, I joined late. Joined at the start of the race, basically at the end of qualifying. But besides, even in the DRS trains, from my point of view, it was more entertaining than I would have ever expected it to be. There was battles, but yeah, it was just more entertaining than I originally expected it to be tonight.
Yes, that was a very interesting race indeed, I've got to say. Not the best of quality there from Division 1, especially at a track which is very wide. A lot of drama. Let's go over to our interviews. We'll go to our first interview of the night, which is Fat Cat in P3. Good evening, Fat Cat.
Evening, SJ.
Not the best of races there at Qatar. Pretty, one of the TPs have said it, quite shambolic, they've said. What about your thoughts? How did you find qualifying in the race itself?
Qualifying, generally kind of amazed to get pole. I didn't think anyone would have. I didn't think I would get pole. I thought it would be more like P3, P4, up there, but not there. The race, it was just down to luck. Yeah.
Well, we had your TP in early on with the team of the week, and back up there in P3. You've got to be happy with it, even though it probably wasn't the race, that went by, probably tonight. But still a result, and still some good points for Aston Martin and yourself.
Yeah, really good points. It's nice to be.
Okay, all good. All right, I'll pass you over to Sleepy if he's got any questions for you.
No questions, no questions. It was just basically, it was nice to see him get back up there and get a podium after the incident.
Well, there you go. Obviously, next race is Singapore, 100% enduro. Good track for you, not good track. How you feeling around there?
Yeah, it's kind of over. We don't expect to have much pace around there, but it's okay.
Cool. Okay, fair enough. Pretty straight to the point, which is good. But no, congratulations on P3. And we'll see you next week in Singapore.
Thank you.
Okay, right, we'll go over to P2 now. And driver of the day was voted. Obviously, a lot of people not happy with that, but it is what it is. You voting, and that's how it works. We are waiting for P1 to jump in. If he doesn't, and we will get the TP to jump in if not. But Jono, good evening.
Hello. How are we going?
Good, mate. How did you find that yourself, quali and the race?
I was very surprised with my pace. That's all I'll say. I didn't even do practice today. I didn't have time to, and when I jumped into quali, everything kind of just came together. To be honest, so I'm just really surprised. My race pace was pretty good as well, saving tires just throughout. No point of pushing, especially on this track. One stop will work as long as you save your tires correctly. So I think that's what everyone was doing at the start and towards the end. So it was just a race of patience and, like Fat Cat said, luck, because with those AIs, they were getting quite annoying. I would say it kept ruining the flow of the race, which was a bit annoying. But what can you do? But other than that, I think it went really well.
Yeah, let's talk about quali. Campbell Adams impeding you in quali. You don't see that much, do you?
No, he was an AI. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, I had to dive down the inside, make sure I didn't hit his AI, because otherwise I probably would have gotten a 5th place. So it was very interesting to see, but it's all good.
Well, he's starting from the back at Singapore, which is probably not the best place you want to start, but we've seen him do it before. He probably gives himself a challenge, but he'll be starting at the back in Singapore. Good points for you, obviously, keeping ahead of Chalmers. Chalmers was right behind you for most of the race, and there was a little bit of an incident there with Wojciech Steg, which we don't know what happened, but we'll obviously look into it, and obviously on boards. But pretty good race from you. You'll obviously be very happy with that. Points probably Ferrari have needed. Obviously last week, probably a few races that didn't go to plan. And obviously you had Cumbo in tonight, which I think got some good points for you, replacing Yuki. So all in all, got to be happy with the points that you've got tonight for Ferrari.
Overall, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was 2nd place was honestly the best I could do, and Combo getting 5th place was just the icing on top of what was already a good night of racing.
Okay, awesome. Sleepy, any questions for Jono?
Yeah, no, just seeing how your race went. I was just wanting to ask, coming out the pit lane, you came out net P2 of the pack. Um, how, what was your thinking? Yeah, just everything coming into the whole second stint, the idea, the plan, just yeah, everything coming into that last stint, trying to hold the cars behind you, and just keep the rhythm and momentum up to keep that P2.
So I was trying. So as soon as I came out of the pit lane with Chandler's behind, I knew he would have warmer tires, so I knew he was going to try and launch an attack wherever he could. So what I had to do is just make sure that that it couldn't happen and that he wasn't able to have the opportunity to anyway. So it was just kind of doing that, and then after that initial 2 laps where my tires were properly warmed up, it was just saving tires after that. So um, all in all, pretty well. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, well, there we go. We've spoken to Jono, and obviously the biggest talking point is he got driver of the day as well. It was quite a close vote. Probably not people that don't agree
That's
with.
crazy.
They don't agree with it. Yeah, 11 votes to 9. But it is what it is. They voted, so yeah, you've got driver of the day, so you get that extra point. So congratulations. Singapore next week. Enduro, how you feeling? You feeling confident?
Love it. Love Singapore. Love it. One of my favorite tracks.
She's a long race as well, so get ready for it.
Oh yeah.
Good man. Good man. Congratulations on the P2.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right. We'll head over to the man that won the race and is back to winning ways. And it's taken 3 races, but he is there. Campbell, bit of a dominant performance, but mate, impeding in quali. Jeez, I thought you'd know better than that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was in AI. I completely forgot about the fact that my AI wouldn't move out of the way, and it was Jono that I blocked, wasn't it? So,
Yeah, you blocked me.
yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah. Obviously, not my finest moment, but I mean, it happens to everyone, I guess.
It does. It just makes it feel that you're normal. You're not. You're not a robot. People probably think you're a machine, and you've got like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator arms playing the game and stuff like that. But you're a real person, so obviously make mistakes. Obviously, it's going to hinder you. But we've seen you, come from the back and get to the front very, very quickly. But Singapore is going to be a bit of a challenge. It is enduro, so anything can happen. But yeah, it looked like starting from the back at Singapore, which is interesting. But let's talk about the race. Obviously, quali, you got pipped by some very, very fast people that I was quite surprised on the quali, and the race you just dominated in the end.
Yeah, quality. I mean, Qatar and Singapore are actually the 2 tracks, only 2 tracks I haven't touched this game at all. So, yeah, quali, I just kind of made a setup for it, and then, yeah, I went out for the first lap and was quite confused with the grip. It was a lot different to 24, so it took a lot of getting used to. And my last lap was really, really bad. Like, well, really under the limit. So, honestly, P4 is all right, I guess, for how bad the lap was. Pole was easily on, but yeah, race was good. I knew I had the pace and was just sitting in P3 and was waiting for, well, at least Vodtech to go for the move on Fat Cat. And then they came together, and I was very close to being caught up in that incident. So once I got through, I knew the hards would be better at the mediums, and I felt like I had a little bit of a pace advantage anyway. And then yeah, couldn't manage from the front, and then pitted at the perfect time, managed to stay in the lead, and then well, the mediums are just always better at the end of the race. So yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, no, it just seemed like strategy worked to a T, and yeah, you just went off in the sunset in the end, and we saw Wojciech Steg do the same strat, but unfortunately, probably pitted at the wrong time, and he came out involved in that traffic, and didn't manage, unfortunately, to clear it, and I think there was a bit of an incident at the end there, and for a Qatar race, quite a lot of drama in that race, don't you think?
Sorry, can you say that again?
I said from a Qatar race, from going from Monaco to Jeddah, from Jeddah to Monaco, quite a lot of drama that happened in that race today.
Yeah, a lot of drama. Obviously, I got a bit lucky with those two coming together. Yeah, I mean, considering it seemed like it was fairly low driving standards from what I've heard. So glad I wasn't involved with that. And obviously, I got held up a few times with Danger's AI in the race, but I think everyone had to deal with his AI because
Chandler's
he got
hit
lapped
it.
like 3 or 4 times in that race.
Chandler's actually hit.
So I hit him. I hit him twice as well. He got out of the AI got out of the way and then swerved back into the line. So yeah,
typical AI. So. Oh well, but a win, 25 points for obviously Visa, and TMT will obviously be pretty chuffed. And how are you finding things with the team themselves? Obviously, TMT's wanting to do it. It's his last season. He wants to try and win the overalls, and it feels like it's a good start. The overalls look very, very close. We've seen Red Bull go from 6th to 1st in the space of 2 races. Mercedes have dropped down. Obviously, kick a level on points. It's look like it's going to be a bit of a battle out there at the front.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously missed Jeddah. Jeddah's a very strong track for me, so unfortunate that I missed that one. But yeah, Monaco obviously starting last wasn't ideal, but I think we'll start really making our way up the order in the overalls. Singapore, obviously, I'll most likely get a quali ban. Well, I will. So I'll have to do what I did in Monaco again. So that'll be good fun. It's definitely possible to overtake, but obviously it's hard. But I think Monaco is harder, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we don't normally see Campbell Adams bid it in qualifying in Monaco. That was an eye opener for a lot of us to see that. We were like, oh, there we go. Campbell's out, and Niall takes pole.
Yeah.
He was actually the second quickest person in the world,
Niall,
which is insane.
Yeah. Niall was very good at Monaco. So I might have been able to challenge him, but probably better I stuck it in the wall and showed that I wasn't 3 or 4 tenths off his pace. So no, it's fine.
He went even quicker in the reserve program, by the way, the other night. So yeah, the guy is a freak in Monaco. Anyway,
he's just too quick there. I mean, my PB was only 3 or 4 tenths quicker than what he did in session, which is very hard to replicate.
Was it 1.8? What was that? 1.8 or a 1.7?
My PB was a 107.4, and I think he did a 107.8 in session. But it's impossible to get that lap in session. So I was not going to get close. Maybe, I don't know, but.
Well, you may see him again because I think he likes Singapore, so you may see him again. But anyway, on that note, congratulations, well done, and look forward to seeing what you can do from the back, which is I'm sure is going to be very entertaining at Singapore, especially when there's 60 laps to go around it. So enjoy.
Oh yeah! Oh no, I forgot about that. I will do.
Take care. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, well there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Division 1 back on tonight for Qatar. Obviously, an interesting race. I think stewards will be a little bit busy there. Sleepy, I think probably not as good as we've seen Division 1 before, and definitely need to improve going into Singapore next week.
Yeah, especially going into Singapore, another tight track where, we had 2 tight tracks at the start of the season. We've gone off to a very open track, and it's still, we've had these incidents, especially that turn 1 where it had like 7 cars in it. So, they got to switch their heads on coming into Singapore because one error could, break wings for half the grid, side pod damage and all that. So they got to have their heads on switched on for next week because otherwise there'll be many incidents and many penalties coming drivers' ways if they do the same as what they did tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely a bit of a disappointment going from Monaco. Very, very good race, clean. Obviously losing a few DNFs to obviously tonight as well. So yeah, hopefully we see a bit of an improvement moving forward. But we've got more racing tomorrow. Do not forget, tomorrow night we've got Division 4. They start up at 5 p.m, which is 7 p.m. my time, so 5 p.m. AEST, and then straight after that is Division 2. So you'll be joined in the comms box with Dido, and I'm just trying to think who it is. Let me just double check. Hopefully they've all checked in and we're good to go. No, it'll be Rekus at the moment, just Rekus. No one else has checked in. And then Division 2 will be myself and no one else at the moment. So hopefully we have some more people that jump in. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, big up to everyone that's jumped in tonight for the onboards and also for the customer relations, for the bits and for the resubscription. 26 months. Thank you very much, Tier 1. Love it. And also big up to all of our sponsors as well, Pagnium, SimLab, and AI369, and also SRC affiliate. Feel free if you want to set up for Singapore next week, then jump on board the comments and in the link and get amongst the code. Or if though if you just happened to have something broken, like Danger unfortunately lost his wheel tonight, which broke, and you need to get some more gear, then get on board with Pagnian and get amongst it and use the code as well. We will see you with more action tomorrow night. Sleepy, thank you very much for joining me in the comms box.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, no, I was like not gonna leave you alone tonight, so came and gave you a hand. Was able to pull some strings around the house, so yeah, came and helped. And thank you for letting me come and join.
No worries. And thank you very much to all you guys that tuned in tonight, and get ready for more action tomorrow night. But I'll leave you a quote, as I always do. Campbell Adams is back to winning ways, but will he win from the back in Singapore? We'll find out next week. Good night.